Jay here. I'm here to bring you a review on Dragon Ball Super Episode 73, English sub. At the beginning of this episode, it goes to Jocko like eating ramen at like some spaceship like restaurant thing like in outer space, and like he's telling the clerk dude that's serving him ramen, like ramen noodles and shit, like that he has like a space creature inside his ship that it won't escape that because he has in like some container, and out of nowhere the thing that's inside Jocko's ship inside that container busts out and like escapes to outer space, just blasts into outer space. And then Jocko's like, I'll just blame that your noodles as like it escaped. And then like the clerk was like, no, I'll report your ass. Then it goes to Gohan, and I guess he was like done studying or doing what his like work, like his paperwork or whatever. And then like he hears like I guess Videl and Pan watching TV, and then he runs in the living room to see what they're watching, and it turns out to be a fucking commercial saying like there's gonna be a fucking movie about like his alter ego, the Great Saiyaman. And he was surprised, like, what the hell? And Videl and Gohan, they called up Hercule, and Hercule's like, I'm sorry that I kept it a secret. Like, you know, acting business, and you had to keep it a secret and all that. And they're like, yeah, that's cool that you're making it into a movie and all that shit. Then it introduces fucking some dude named Barry that's gonna play the Great Saiyaman in the movie. And, like, he's just a douchebag. Like, he starts like ordering people around. Then it goes to Hercule. Like, he has Gohan and Videl and Pan, and he's like showing them around. And like some girl like pops out of nowhere, and I guess I don't know how to pronounce her name. I guess it's Cocoa, whatever. She pops out of nowhere, and like Hercule's like, she's all happy to see Hercule, and then Hercule starts introducing Pan, Gohan, and Videl, like just introducing them and shit. Then the dude that's supposed to play the Great Saiyaman inside the movie, Barry, he pops out of nowhere and like grabs fucking Videl's hand and asks her if she wants an autograph, and she declines and walks away. And Gohan's like, you could have got an autograph. But she was like, no, Gohan, you're cooler than he is. After that, it goes to them like about to film the movie, and like it has some stuntman, and like Gohan asks like, isn't Barry gonna do the stunts? And like he was like, no, he'll do the stunts, but an A-list actor won't do well if he gets hurt. And then like Barry, he starts telling the director, like, I want to make some changes. I want him to jump over the tank or whatever. And then the stuntman dude that was playing the stuntman, he was like, you want me? He was like scared and shit. And then like Gohan out of nowhere, he was like, I'll do it. So when Gohan said he'll do it, they're like, no, you're an amateur. You can't do it. No. And then Barry comes out of nowhere and says, no, you can do it. And in his mind, he's like, yeah, your wife rejected me and humiliated me, so I'm gonna get you back and get you injured. So Gohan puts on the Great Saiyaman suit and starts doing his little dance that he did in DBZ. It was kind of nostalgic, but he still looks fucking pretty dumb. But he put on the suit, and then he just became the stuntman, and he jumped over the tank, busting through the fucking tank, and got the dude out. And the dude was like, who are you? And he said, I am the Great Saiyaman. And then after that, it showed Gohan like standing there looking exhausted, and him remembering back how they praised him after he did that performance and all that shit. So moving on, it goes to like Gohan after he was standing there like thinking back. He's like walking, and he's saying that how's he gonna remember the script and everything. And then he sees a robbery happening. So he puts on the suit and like busts through the wall. And I guess the villains or whatever that was inside the bank, robbing the bank or whatever, they recognized the Great Saiyaman or whatever. And when fucking Gohan busts through the wall, he kind of hit Krillin. Because Krillin was there, like, he's a cop, so he was there to, like, stop them. But Gohan interfered and fucking knocked him out the way. So, that little thing that fucking escaped from Jocko at the beginning of the episode, it goes up to, like, one of the dudes, and I guess it controls one of the dudes, and one of the dudes, like, just busts out of nowhere and gets buff and shit. And fucking Gohan, I guess he just hits him, like, knocks him out, and fucking that thing escapes. And then fucking, like, it was the end of the robbery and all that shit, and Gohan seen the fucking thing, that little creature thing, escaping into the sewer when he was talking to Krillin. And Krillin was like fucking ashamed of him, saying that if your wife would cry and all that shit. And he was like, no, Videl gave me approval. So after the bank robbery and all that shit happened, it showed the news and how like fucking inside the incident, like Gohan was gonna do a Kamehameha, but he powered down when he seen like the police on top or something like that. And I guess Gohan went to work the next day, and like everybody showed up and was like, yeah, I know that was you, Gohan. And fucking Bulma shows out of nowhere and starts like making an excuse for him, saying that she had like an extra suit and that it was stolen or something like that. And it showed fucking Gohan and Bulma at the rooftop, like talking, saying that like Bulma was like, I saved your ass, like you're lucky, like they bought that excuse and all that. And I like on the side, that girl Coco, whatever, she was overhearing Bulma and Gohan. So then it goes to Gohan just about done doing his little fucking dances he does as the Great Saiyaman for like the people that are like filming and shit. Then it goes to Coco, whatever her name is, Cocoa, whatever. She starts going to Gohan, can he tutor him on her lines or whatever? And Gohan gets nervous and shit and agrees to tutor and shit. So they go to the rooftop and she starts saying that she knows that was him at the bank robbery and how she knows he was the Great Saiyaman. And Gohan is getting nervous, I'm sorry. And she agrees not to expose his identity if like I guess he flies her around or whatever, because they're like flying around. He was flying around the city. She said, can you go to the long way? And out of nowhere, Jocko shows up and he starts saying that he knows that creature's inside Gohan, and Gohan is the creature's host. So Jocko pulls out some fucking big ass gun at his ship and just fires the big ass gun that came out of his ship, and bam, that's the end of the episode. I really enjoyed this episode. It wasn't like an action episode, but it was like a comedy, enjoyable slice of life episode. I really enjoyed it. Like in between, it showed Goku for like a few seconds, 1 second, and all he said was he was catching a cold. But it was cool. I liked the episode, but I'm looking forward to like seeing if Gohan's gonna be like make a comeback or whatever. So I'm Jay, and this is my review on Dragon Ball Super episode 73. Thanks for watching.